Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. I appreciate you taking our time to check out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Always appreciate it. Now, first things first. This is not what it looks like. Okay? I'm here to talk to you about a very, very good, very underrated wrestling game. But I must give you a heads up. We're talking about Rumble Roses. And I don't want you to get the wrong idea. Now, on the surface, Rumble Roses appears to be a game where scantily clad women are running around with jiggle physics and things of that nature. But that is just surface level things, okay? Once you start playing this game, you will realize it is a very deep, very layered, skilled wrestling game. A little over the top in some aspects, but it is a great package altogether, okay? And yes, the women are scantily clad and there is some jiggle physics involved. There is a plethora of characters to choose from. There's a story mode where you essentially unlock every person's alter ego in some form or fashion, or just some alternate variant design with different moves and things like that. But we don't have time to go through the story mode. What I wanted to show you was the gameplay, because that's what makes this game really good. It is using the same engine they use for the SmackDown game Here Comes the Pain, which is widely regarded as one of the best wrestling games, and I'd have to agree, which is why I like this game so much, because it feels very similar to that. It's a little more polished since it came out after, and you can see that from some of the animations and the movements and the interaction, things like that. But overall, we're just talking about a very, very solid wrestling game, and I'm a fan of wrestling games, especially during that time. We were playing a lot of different wrestling games. I also like games that have original, characters and everything like that. Like, as much as I enjoy, playing with my favorite pro wrestlers, I really enjoy things like Tecmo Wrestling when they had the whole made up, roster of characters. That's also what made a lot of the EA big games so good, is that a lot of the characters were made up just for those games, and that gives it its own little flavor, its own personality, and it allows them to go in directions that we might not get from traditional pro wrestling games. So this is one of those games where all these characters are like extreme versions of, different backgrounds and sports. You got the judo champion, who I like playing with. You also got a ninja, and what WWE or WCW game would you get a ninja that would be doing all of these elaborate moves? And, they got all the different entrances and things. So there's a lot of stuff that I really enjoy about this game. But again, yes, there are very scantily clad women. And for some reason, this is during the time of Dead or Alive, where we decided we needed jiggle physics to be in the game. So this game has jiggle physics as well. But you got to move past that. Just look at the details in the moves and different characters and the different animations, and you can reverse different moves. And, there's a lot to dig into here. And there's also mud wrestling. I'm having a hard time trying to defend certain aspects of this game. So I won't, I'll just let you decide what you see and what you enjoy. You can choose to look at the surface and, just look at those things, and they are nice. Or you can go below the surface, okay? You can stop being so superficial and look at the fantastic wrestling that you have going on in front of you. The only thing I will say that I didn't like about this game back in the day was that there was only 2 players. It was not 4 players. They did release a sequel on the 360 where it was 4 players, and that was pretty much the only real addition besides slightly better graphics and a larger roster. But, for whatever reason, it didn't really take off, and I can understand that. There were certain things that would be hard to sell besides the scantily clad women and the jiggle physics. But I really do think this game is pretty good. I really like it, and playing it kind of made me want to go through the story mode and unlock all the characters, but I don't really have time for that these days because I'm busy making these cool videos. But I wanted to showcase that, sometimes it's more than just what it appears to be, okay? It's not what you think, all right? I just wanted to play a really cool game that my friend Marquise recommended, that he showed to me that, it's a really good wrestling game. And that's what it's about. It's about wrestling, okay? It's not what you think it's about. But if you played this game and you've enjoyed it and, not just looking at the surface, I'd like to hear your thoughts on who your favorite characters were and, some of your favorite moves. And if you got cooked in some of the matches like I almost did, who was your toughest opponent? And if you haven't played this game, you can always go online and order a copy, or, get the sequel on the Xbox if that's what you would prefer to do. If If you want to do the 4-player action, you do have to get the sequel. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. I appreciate y'all watching it. Have fun. Be safe. Peace.